You're here. Have you noticed that our world sometimes seems to be hopelessly broken? It's messed up. There's a lot of pain in our world. There's a lot of suffering in our world. There's a lot of sorrow in our world. There's a lot of frustration in our world. A lot of injustice in our world. Have you ever noticed that? It seems like sometimes we can be at each other's throats. It seems like it's not just in our neck of the woods, but it's all over the place. And what you find as you go back through history, and especially when you go into the first century, that our world really isn't much different than the world that Jesus lived in. His world was broken. There was a lot of pain. If you understand the Roman Empire and how much brutality they imposed on everyone that they conquered, you understand there was a lot of pain, there was a lot of frustration, there was a lot of injustice, there was a lot of brokenness and suffering in the first century world. And this is where Jesus comes in and he begins to preach and he begins to teach and he begins his ministry. And in Jesus' world, his contemporaries, especially if they were Jewish, they were trying to figure out a way to throw off the oppression of the Roman government. Sometimes they would have skirmishes and they would try to throw them off, and then Rome would even tighten their grip a little bit more. And so there was always a back and forth. There was always a revolution boiling beneath the surface. And then there were some in Israel who were cozying up with the powers that be in Rome, trying to keep themselves in power by being friendly with the Roman government. And this is the world into which Jesus comes. And